Hi, I'm Ashley from the Customer Education team at Fullcast. In this video, I'm going to walk through Scenario 4 of the Fullcast Practice Territory Carving Scenarios. Scenario 4, carve the rest of the world. In APAC, you carve 3 territories that are balanced by the metric number of ultimate parents, and you set it up so that child accounts are assigned to the same segment as the parent. In LATAM, you have 3 territories, Brazil, South America, and Central America. In EMEA, you have 2 teams, a senior team and a junior team. You allocate 75% of the best accounts to the senior team and 25% of the best accounts to the junior team. You then balance the territory so they have roughly the same number of total accounts. Let's take a look at what that looks like in Fullcast. So here we are taking a look at the rules that I've set up for the APAC region to create 3 rep level territories. I've selected the Smart Plan Rules Engine. I'm building 3 territories. I'm not selecting a maximum number of accounts per territory. And I've selected the Balance by Metrics option and put the number of ultimate parents as the criteria that I'm using here. I'm leaving unassigned accounts in the unassigned node. I'm including named accounts in Smart Plan Balancing. And I am assigning all children to the same segment as the parent. The idea here is we kind of want the reps in APAC to take more of a corporate family approach. I'm including the child accounts in the Smart Plan Balancing. Now we're going to take a look at what went into carving the LATAM territories. I used a map rule. And this one I just did completely manually. So I went in here and I included the buckets that I was going to use. You literally just type in the name there and click the plus sign and it adds the bucket that you're then going to go and modify in the map view. So over here, what I was doing was I was just clicking on one of these countries first so that I have Brazil. And then what I'll do is Brazil's already allocated. If, for example, I wanted to allocate more countries to that territory, I could just click on Brazil here, and then I would click on the country. Jumping back in really quickly to show one feature that I wanted to highlight for you here, and that is the Show Unassigned feature. Click here, and you'll be able to see the countries that are unassigned with a pink dot. Now, if I go ahead and click in on this country, Bolivia, allows me to zoom in and I'm seeing things at the country level. I can take a look when I zoom in here and see what countries are there. Okay, and now what we're doing is we're taking a look at the rules that we use to carve EMEA. We selected Smart Plan. We have just 2 territories at this point, which will later break up further into rep level territories. We have used the prioritized balancing criteria of weighted metric. So we're building weighted territories by number of tier accounts. And what you can see here is I've said EMEA 1 is going to have 75% of those tier A accounts, and then EMEA 2 is going to have 25%. And then what I'm doing here is kind of doing the check for making sure that the number of accounts across the board is roughly balanced. And then we have the same things that we talked about previously with what we're going to do with unassigned accounts. Here, I want to just assign everything right now. So I'm distributing unassigned accounts among the territories. I want to include named accounts in the Smart Plan Balancing. And here I want to assign all children to the same segment so that these are completely separate and we can do a little bit more of a corporate family approach to our sales motion. And I'm including child accounts in the Smart Plan Balancing. So there you have it. We went ahead and carved the rest of the world, including APAC, LATAM, and EMEA. That is it for the practice territory carving scenarios, and I hope that this series of videos was very helpful to you in understanding further the functionality of the Fullcast platform and being able to give it a try for yourself. See you in the next video. Jumping back in really quickly to show one feature that I wanted to highlight for you here, and that is the Show Unassigned feature. Click here, and you'll be able to see the countries that are unassigned with a pink dot. Now, if I go ahead and click in on this country, Bolivia, allows me to zoom in and I'm seeing things at the country level. I can take a look when I zoom in here and see what countries are there. And depending on what your strategy is, you might decide that you do or don't want to allocate those accounts. You could put the metrics here again to decide what to do about that. Or maybe it's probably best practice just assign the accounts anyway. But just wanted to show unassigned accounts to add to the previous video.